Namaskar children, welcome to the geography class. You know that is very we had started our chapter lesson number 2 of Indian geography, in which we were on the topic Indian landforms, and then we had discussed about the Indo-Ganga Brahmaputra region, in which we had discussed about the Tarai region, Bhabar region and alluvial plain. Now let's continue with the Brahmaputra river system. You know children, Brahmaputra river system, Brahmaputra is a largest river of the eastern part of India. River island, and here with a very famous river island which is very famous, and that the name of that river island is Majuli Island, which is situated in this region. Majuli Island is the world largest river system, okay, and river island. So Brahmaputra take a very important part, it's a very important part of that northern plains, northern Indo-Ganga Brahmaputra plain, in which 2-3 words that very important for you to understand. That is one important part, that is Dubri. So Dubri was a very important portion which is a place over here, and when the Brahmaputra river is tilted in 90-degree angle over here, so this portion, this place is known as Dubri, okay, Dubri. So remember these words. Of Brahmaputra river system is a river island found in the region. Famous river island is Majuli Island, which I had told you, or this Majuli Island is also a part of a district of this eastern part of India. It is world largest river island. Brahmaputra take a 90-degree curve, which I had told you about that. This curved is having a place which is known as Dubri. Okay, so this whole description we had done. Now just revise one term. Bhabar was a narrow stretches place of northern Indo-Gangetic Brahmaputra region. Then Tarai region having a small rocks, stones come with the river, forest, wildlife and vegetation is found here. Then we had discussed about the alluvial plain, just third portion of this northern plain last. And this alluvial plain is again divided into a Khadar and Bangar region. Khadar region is a new alluvial portion region or deposits done by the rivers. It's a marshy and swampy region, means this region is covered by water. Bangar region, old alluvial deposit region, less of water is found in this region. Then we had discussed about the Brahmaputra river system. So this is the complete description of Indo-Ganga Brahmaputra region. So children, in Indian landform, the 3 units we had discussed: Peninsular, Himalayan and Indo-Ganga Brahmaputra region. So I hope this is easy for you to understand with the help of map. Now come to the peninsular or plateau region. Peninsular plateau region is a next important part of the 3 geological phases over here. So peninsular plateau of India forms a triangular shape, which we had discussed. You can see here also in this diagram, peninsular plateau triangle whose base coincide with the Satpura ranges, which Satpura ranges is in the middle of Madhya Pradesh region. Okay, this is the region of central part of the peninsular plateau, or which you can call it Satpura ranges, which are found here. Okay, Satpura ranges, and its apex are formed till to the Kanyakumari region. You can say here till, and that means this is the region which started from Gir, Gujarat and covered whole of the part of the Delhi ridge and moved to the eastern part of the plateau, Meghalayan plateau. Then Kabri is in Assam. Kabri along and Assam se hota hua, this is the region of Chota Nagpur plateau and whole eastern and western Ghats or the coastal regions, Kanyakumari. This is the whole part is known as peninsular plateau. So children, this is the very important part. This plateau is 1500 km long. Okay, 1500 km long, and in the north to south, which how much length of this is 1500 km. Okay, and what is the width? Width is 1400 km. Okay, so this is the complete length and width of this peninsular plateau. So children, in this region, the most important plateaus, it is very important for you to know about that: Maharashtra plateau, Ranchi plateau, Chota Nagpur plateau, Karnataka plateau and Meghalaya plateau. Remember these plateau names, these are very important, and they will come in exam also to fill in map. Okay, and we can call it a block mountain ranges. Block mountains means that mountain which is move in vertical form, and sometime you can see we have already discussed about this in block mountains, and you read these block mountains in your junior sections also, but here it just to know what are the block mountains. This is the Peninsular Plateau, which is little bit shifted, and look, you can see the height of the Peninsular Plateau also little bit high as comparison to the eastern part. Okay, so this is just like a block. Okay, and it moved to the vertical direction. So this is the part, or we can call it block, peninsular block or peninsular mountains, or the block mountains. Okay, so these landforms you can see in the southern part, or you can the Peninsular Plateau, block mountains, quartzite, rift valleys. You know that only Narmada river is moving in the rift valleys. Okay, and Bhima fault also found here along with the Bhima river. So these are the some qualities you can see here. Now come to this Peninsular Plateau region. On the basis of the prominent relief features of Peninsular Plateau can be divided into three categories. Okay, before these categories, it is important for you to understand this is the eastern coastal region and this is the western coastal region. Okay, this is the eastern coastal and this is western coastal region, Eastern Ghat or you can say Western Ghat respectively. Okay, so this is very important. Sometime you will be some people are asking about that, if there's sometime question will come in your exam, fill Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat, so children are not understanding which is the part is known as eastern and which is the part in coastal region, or the ghats are same. Okay,